Dear students, in second module you have to study about division algorithm, GCD, primes, Euclidean algorithm, congruences and recurrence relations. Number theory. It is a branch of mathematics that deals with calculations involving integers and their properties. Basic concepts of number theory are divisibility and modular arithmetic. When you are dividing a number by a positive number, it produces a quotient and a remainder. When we are interested to work with remainders, that leads to modular arithmetic. Some of the applications of modular arithmetic are generating pseudo-random numbers, assigning computer memory locations to files, and encrypting and decrypting messages. In all these areas, we are applying the concept of modular arithmetic. The divides operator. Normally, a vertical bar is used for representing division operation. For example, if you are given like this 3 vertical bar 12, then you have to read it as 3 divides 12. It is used to specify that an integer evenly divides another integer. That means when an integer is divided by another integer, you will be getting 0 remainder. Non-divides operator is specified with a vertical bar and a cross over it. For example, you have to read it like this. 5 does not divide 12. It is used to specify that an integer does not evenly divide another integer. Next, we can see what is meant by divides operator, factor and multiple. If a and b are integers with a equal to 0, it can be said that a divides b if there is an integer c such that b is equal to ac. For example, 3 divides 12 is true, but 3 divides 7 is false, because if we are dividing 12 by 3, we will be getting an integer 4 such that 12 is equal to 4 into 3. But in the case of dividing 7 by 3, we cannot get any positive integer like that. We will not be getting a 0 remainder when 7 is divided by 3. If A divides B, then we say that A is a factor or a divisor of B and B is a multiple of A. Now we can see division algorithm. Division algorithm says that let A be an integer and D a positive integer, then there are unique integers Q and R with R between 0 and D. R can be equal to 0 or it can be any value between 0 and D, such that A is equal to D into Q plus R. Q is called the quotient, R is called the remainder, D is called the divisor and A is called the dividend. You can note these terms in your notebook. We can see a problem. What are the quotient and remainder when 101 is divided by 11? So here you have to identify 101 as the dividend, D as 11 as the divisor, and if you are dividing 101 by 11, you will be getting 9 as quotient and 2 as remainder. So 101 can be written as 101 equal to 11 into 9 plus 2. We can write Q as 101 div 11 and R as 101 mod 11, because in most of the programming languages we are having div operator and mod operator to get quotient and remainder respectively. We can see primes. We are already familiar with prime numbers. A positive integer p greater than 1 is called prime if its only positive factors are 1 and p. That means a number is said to be a prime number if it can be divided only by that number and 1. Here, a set of prime numbers denoted by letter P is given. P is equal to set 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, etc. Like that it goes. It is an infinite set. So any number is a prime number if it can be divided by itself and by 1. If a positive integer is not prime, then it is called composite. For example, 10 is a composite number. 10 can be divided by 1, 10 and also by 2 and 5. I hope the concept of primes and composites are clear to you. Next we can see a very familiar concept, that is greatest common divisor. Let a and b be integers. The largest integer d such that d divides a and d divides b is called the greatest common divisor of a and b. It is denoted as GCD, then within parenthesis a comma b. Suppose you are asked to find GCD of 36 and 24. We can see how to find factors of 36 and 24. After finding different factors, you have to choose the factor, the greatest factor which can divide both 36 and 24. Different factors of 36 are 1 and 36, and also 2 can divide 36, 3 can divide 36, 4 can divide 36, 6 can divide 36, 12 can divide 36 and 18 can divide 36. So different factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 18 and 36. Like that, different factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. So if we are considering the common factor or the greatest common factor, you can see that 12 is the greatest common factor. So GCD of 36 and 24 is 12. Now, if you want to find out the GCD of 53 and 17, first we can write the factors of 53, that is 1 and 53. Factors of 17 are 1 and 17 because both 53 and 17 are prime numbers. They can be divided only by 1 and that number itself. So GCD of 53 and 17 will be 1. The greatest common factor for 53 and 17 is 1. The integers a and b are relatively prime if their greatest common divisor is 1. Now we have to try this particular question. Determine whether the integers 10, 17, 21 are pairwise relatively prime and whether the integers 10, 19, 24 are pairwise relatively prime. To find whether numbers are pairwise relatively prime, what you have to do is you have to take numbers in pairs and then find their GCD and check whether it is equal to 1. So if we are taking 10, 17 as the first pair, you can see that their GCD is 1. Then take 17 and 21 as another pair. There also GCD is 1. Then pair 10 and 21. For 10 and 21, GCD is 1. So we can say that 10, 17 and 21 are pairwise relatively prime. The same way you have to check whether 10, 19, 24 are pairwise relatively prime. You can try it on your own. Suppose you are given two large integers like 1701 and 3768. If you are asked to find GCD of these two positive integers, the method that we have seen now is not very useful. It is going to be very time consuming. Finding factors and finding the greatest common factor is going to be very difficult. Then we can use Euclidean algorithm. So a Euclidean algorithm is used for computing greatest common divisor of two integers. So we can see how to use Euclidean algorithm to find GCD of two integers. Euclidean algorithm is defined like this. When a and b are any two integers where a is greater than b, and if R1 is the remainder when a is divided by b and R2 is the remainder when b is divided by R1, and R3 is the remainder when R1 is divided by R2 and so on. And if Rk plus 1th remainder is equal to 0, then the last non-zero remainder Rk is the GCD of A and B. Just read the algorithm once again and we can see how to solve a problem using Euclidean algorithm. So here at every step what we will do is we will be representing the problem in the format A is equal to B into Q plus R. Here A is the largest of two integers and B is the another integer that is given. Q represents quotient when A is divided by B and R is the remainder when A is divided by B. For example, if you are asked to find the GCD of 1701 and 3768, then what you have to do is the largest among these two integers should be taken as A. So A can be taken as 3768 and B can be taken as 1701. Now we can see how to express these numbers in the above format. A is equal to B into Q plus R. So first you have to divide 3768 by 1701. The quotient that you will get and remainder that you will get has to be noted. And you this way 3768 equal to 1701 into 2 plus 366 because quotient is 2 and remainder is 366. The next step what you have to do is 1701, that is B. B should be moved to the left hand side of the equation and the remainder should be moved to the position of B. So the first line you can see that 366 is the remainder that should be moved to the position of B. Now we have to divide 1701 by 366. Then quotient will be 4 and remainder will be 237. In the next step, B will go to the left hand side and R will go to the position of B. Then you will be getting quotient as when you are dividing 366 by 237, you will be getting 1 as quotient and 129 as remainder. We have to follow this procedure until we get a zero remainder. When we get a zero remainder, we will stop and the last non-zero remainder will be marked as the GCD. So here you can see that the last line 21 equal to 3 into 7 plus 0 is giving a zero remainder. So we can stop here. The last non-zero remainder is 3. So GCD of 1701 and 3768 is equal to 3. All of you try these questions on your own and we can discuss the answers during the interactive session. Thank you. Now you can try these questions based on the idea that you have got and we can discuss the answers in class. Find the GCD of 414 and 662 using Euclidean algorithm.